then I watched a movie that I had never seen that I probably should have watched a long, long time ago. This is an old movie, but I went to the Alamo
I
to
wanted
watch
to go to this so bad.
Kevin Smith's 25th anniversary re-release of Dogma.
Yep.
Guys,
Oh, I'm interested.
it may be my favorite Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
It is good.
I every time somebody else showed up, I was like, how did Kevin Smith get them on this movie? And then I remember, like, in the late 1999, like, he was probably at the height of his directorial powers.
Yeah.
Right, where like people just wanted to do stuff with him and people wanted to work with him, which I'm sure people still want to work with him now. They just don't make as much time to do a full feature. They just do a cameo, right?
Miramax had that money.
He was doing tours for this re-release.
He has been doing tours.
And somebody asked him, like, he almost directed what's been in Good Will Hunting. He almost directed Good Will Hunting. They offered it to him, and he was just like, no. Like, go get Gus Van Sant to direct this. But they were like, you want to direct it? Yeah.
Also, I guess because he didn't write that, maybe he wasn't, because I think a lot of the stuff that he, other than Cop Out, like most of his movies, like he wrote and directed, right?
Yeah.
Like
he helped produce Good Will Hunting.
Oh, okay.
And so he had so after Clerks or whatever, he got to meet Ben and whatnot, and then they were already working on, because they wrote Good Will Hunting, and then what's his name took a pass at it afterward. But like, but yeah, so that's why he was introducing them. He's like, he was trying to get the script sold and this movie made on their behalf.
I also
I need to rewatch that. That's one I haven't seen in a long time. And
same.
I will say that I will say like 85% of Kevin Smith is right up my alley, but then there's a 15% that I'm like,
Tusk.
I don't know if I can follow you there, boss. Like when that shows up.
I really want to watch Tusk. I feel like Tusk is probably underrated, but
So I was talking to one of the guys on my shop, Jacob. He's a really big Kevin Smith fan. So I think Tusk is one of the movies that I haven't seen. Chasing Amy and Red State. Those are three of the movies I haven't seen from him.
Oh,
you should see Chasing Amy.
John Goodman.
And I've heard Red State's really
good.
good.
So I think Tusk is probably like the one I would want to watch the least, but the other two sound really interesting.
Yeah.
Yoga Hosers. I love Yoga Hosers. And I think it is
that one's also not for me. I think
it's weird, fun, and like the girls like have a band, and it's like such 90s music. It's so hilarious. It's just a perfect Kevin Smith film.
Yeah, but then there was a little Q&A that they had pre-recorded from his first night on the tour that we watched after. It was like 30 minutes, but I really like it. Like I said, I love all the cameos. There were full-fledged appearances. I think Rufus was hilarious as the 13th Apostle.
So good.
And then the character arc that both Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have, and their kind of turn. It's really well done. Like it really works, right? Like it's a really, really good movie. Probably, I love the Clerks films, but man, I feel like this one was right up my alley. But like I said, for the most part, all the stuff with that. Was it Azrael? Right? Is that who the demon is? That Jason Lee's character?
Yeah.
I was like, this feels like a little bit of filler because the main arc that I care about is the angels trying to make it to the church.
So I read somewhere where that may have, because I agree with you, but where that may have come in is originally for Affleck and Damon's characters, he was going to cast Jason Lee and Ben Affleck, because they just come off of Chasing Amy together. And Jason Lee had some other commitment, couldn't do it. So Affleck recommended Damon because they, of course, are best friends, but they had also just done Good Will Hunting. Yeah. And but then Jason Lee was able to come in and do the small part of Azrael. So
yeah. But either way, I mean, Salma Hayek shows up. And also, what's the name of the main actress? She was in Men in Black.
Oh God, it's from
Linda Florentine.
She's great.
She's really good.
Why was she not in more movies? At least not that I've seen. What the hell? What happened?
Have you seen The Last Seduction?
I don't think so. That doesn't sound like that's something I would have watched yet. but it's on the list now.
Yeah, film noir. I believe Bill Pullman and her.
That does sound good. When did that come out?
90s, I believe.
That's a young boys good movie.
1994.
I think that she got caught up in. I think she's one of the ones that, because I remember hearing that, she's real difficult to work with, but then now that means that she was probably harassed crazy, and like she probably just was just like she was like people were like, she's really difficult to work with, and means probably somebody. My guess is that they tried to harass her, and she was just like, "No, leave me alone."
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey probably
was
did a lot of indie films. I mean, that's Dogma's a
Kevin talked a little bit about how he got his film back. From him as well. Fuck that guy. But yeah, it was great. It was great. I love Dogma. So yeah. And then the last thing I will talk about is on Wednesday I was off of work because I had an eye doctor's appointment to get new glasses. And they dilated my eye, so like I couldn't go back to work. But that afternoon, once my eyes were back and ready to go, I went to watch I Met Your Dragon, the live action remake, because Jerry Butler is reprising his role as the dad. It was really good. I can see why people love the original because it's probably better.
Yeah,
but the live action remake was pretty good. It was in 3D as well, which I didn't know when I bought the ticket. So I hadn't seen a 3D movie in almost a decade, probably.
Are you going to see Superman in 3D?
Right, I just read that.
I don't like 3D movies because I have to put glasses over my glasses.
Yeah, and it hurts. I hate it.
I did. It wasn't too bad, luckily, but I did get. You can tell this is definitely geared for children because this is like the size of this cup is tiny. This is a tiny cup.
Is that for popcorn?
It's and for the rich children.
The popcorn is also like a very small bucket, and you do get this nice toothless.
How much are these?
Yeah,
because I said that thing.
The whole thing, they sell it as a set. They don't even sell it to you. It's $34, but it comes with a regular drink and a regular popcorn. So you don't have to put it in
like
these,
$25.
Which that's already like half the cost almost of the thing. So
easily.
This was
and you get that cute little stuffed animal. So that's not a bad deal. That $80 Galactus one is crazy bonkers expensive. Like, is it made of vibranium and will it give me a blowjob? Like for $80, it better do both those things.
What do you think the handles are for?
It works.
You
just put a little butter in the thing and then good to go. Hot butter.
I might have to dip my toes back in a TikTok just for that one. All right, that's all I watch. I watch a bunch of other stuff, but it's just my normal. If you're not watching Taskmaster this season, which I've never watched it except this season, is really good. With Jason Mantzoukas. Do you guys know Taskmaster?
You've talked about it before, but I've never.
About it.
Yeah, it's a British show. They make comedians do silly things. It almost feels like the natural evolution of Whose Line Is It Anyway, where like instead of like you have them doing improv, but actually doing actual things as opposed to just improving scenes. Anyways, all right, let's go, Clay. Let's go through your stuff because you watched a lot of stuff as well.
Yeah, I was on like an action kick. So the top film of anything I've watched has been Predator: Killers of Killers. That is like a buddy of mine just sent me that movie. He goes, check it out. And
okay. Did you